our next guest. And the UN Refugee Agency's national charity partner for the UK, UK for UNHCR, has announced the Gallery of the New Home exhibition to mark this year's Refugee Week, which is this week, by the way. Might not have known that. The online exhibition, shining a light on what home means to people, particularly those who've been forced to flee, launches today on World Refugee Day, and we're being encouraged to show support by getting involved. Well, with me now is Emma Cherniavsky, the CEO of UK for UNHCR. Welcome to the show, Emma.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a big question, this, isn't it? And it's one that can be really thought-provoking for a lot of people. What is home? It seems really simple, but it's is it a geographical place? Is it bricks and mortar, or is it somewhere safe that you are with people that you love? What have been the responses that you've heard?
Well, this campaign, I think, is just a reminder of how the place that we can call home can so quickly become unsafe. And I think this year, with the war in Ukraine and what happened last summer in Afghanistan, it just, from one moment to the next, the place that you call home, you may be forced to flee due to war, due to persecution. And we hope our campaign and this gallery will help people think about what it means to find a new home, and that it'll inspire people to share their own photograph and their own story. So, for example, we had a really lovely submission from someone called Iyad, who's a refugee from Syria and who has found a home here in the UK. And he sent us a photograph of himself with his children. And he very simply said, "My children are my home. I'm incredibly thankful that we are all safe here in the UK. It warms my heart to see my 3 kids happy and doing great in school."
Wow. I mean, it's just so powerful, isn't it? Hearing those sorts of stories and hearing just those, just people telling us, what they think home is after having been through so much. Do you think that this is the sort of thing that will open people's eyes as to, maybe if they look at refugees, or, it's so politicized nowadays, isn't it? Or whenever you say the word refugee, it immediately evokes a response, sometimes quite extreme. Are you hoping, Emma, that it helps people to actually see the humanity behind the politics of this thing?
Absolutely. And with today being World Refugee Day, this is not the day for politics or division. This day for all of us to express solidarity with those who've been forced to flee their home. And, for me, it's very personal as well. My brother lived in Ukraine for 12 years, and just a few days before the war started, very suddenly had to leave his home in Kiev along with his family. And they locked their door, got on one of the last flights out of Kiev. And of course, my brother was one of the lucky ones. He has a British passport, and he was able to get here, safely and quickly. But there are millions of Ukrainians who are now on the move, either within the country or across the border. And over the last few months, we've all, I think, seen for ourselves the courage that it takes to make that journey and how traumatic it is. And it's a reminder of how at any moment our lives can change. And in that time, we need the compassion and the solidarity of others to come to our aid and offer us a new place that we can call home.
It's just a matter of luck, really, isn't it, Emma? When you put it like that, it genuinely is a matter of luck where you are born, and also like just what kind of passport you have. Like you said, your brother was able to get out and get to somewhere else, and that wasn't really the case for a lot of people in Ukraine or in Afghanistan last year. Tell us about the work that you do at UK for UNHCR, because that's quite a lot of letters there, Emma.
So it is indeed. UNHCR is the UN Refugee Agency. And so my colleagues work in conflict areas all around the world, assisting refugees either in their country or if they've crossed the border. And so this is really a global operation. We're working in Ethiopia, in Yemen, in Syria, in Afghanistan. in Ukraine, in all of the countries that are neighboring Ukraine. And of course, over the last few months, that response that we've seen, and I want to highlight how incredibly generous the British public has been in responding by making donations and offering their homes through the Homes for Ukraine scheme. And just that compassion has, I think, inspired all of us at UNHCR, but also the refugees on the ground who are, receiving that aid. And as we heard from Iyad, the refugee from Syria, who's been part of our campaign, just what it means to them to be offered that helping hand in their time of need.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about the exhibition then. Can people still get involved in this, or is it a case of going online and seeing what's already there?
Absolutely. We just launched this today. It's called the Gallery of the New Home. And if you go to our website, unrefugees.org.uk, you can look at what others have submitted, photographs and little short stories. And we're running this campaign over the next few weeks. So please do take part and share your own concept of home and share this with your friends and family and community.
Emma, thank you so much for being here this afternoon, and good luck with all of this. I really hope that this is the sort of thing that people go and have a look at, and it, if not changes their mind, maybe if they don't need their mind changing, but maybe it helps them feel just that sense of empathy with people who are in that position that, oh my goodness, what would I do if that was me and that was my children or my family? Emma Cherniavsky there, CEO for UK for UNHCR, telling us about this new exhibition. It's called Gallery of the New Home. It's to mark this year's Refugee Week. Today, the 20th of June, is World Refugee Day. If you want to get involved, do go and do that. It's such a powerful, powerful thing. Powerful, powerful thing. Powerful, powerful thing. Powerful, powerful thing. Powerful, powerful.